How's it going, everybody? We are the Cranky Films channel, and today we have for you another SCP video. And this one is exploring the SCP Foundation Sarkicism.
What
Yeah.
does is that some sort of new
Sarkicism.
circumcision?
Yes, sir. By the Exploring series. This was a recommendation. Thank you so much for recommending. We love your recommendations, and we're gonna hopefully enjoy it. We will. Hope we
Yes.
enjoy them all.
Yes,
All right.
This is
Let's get it.
this is a part of a bigger series. Apparently, people have been recommending this for a little while now.
Have they?
Yeah. This.
What
Is
series? Is it the It's not the class one, right?
No, it's not. No, that's the class of '96. This is like the
Okay.
Sarkis cult. This is people refer to this cult, the Broken God, and something else. So I figured
Okay.
we'll start off with
think I
this one.
remember the
No
cult.
one told us the starting thing, right? So I found this one. This is the oldest one. So.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
Okay.
It's only 14 minutes.
Alright.
If I'm wrong, hey, let us
Awesome.
know. We'll watch the
Why-
original first. The Exploring series.
Sarkicism. The
Ah.
nature of belief and faith is certainly a powerful one, regardless of the concept of a deity or deities. But even just looking at the power, control, and influence that believers can possess, from the widespread influence of the Vatican to the utter control of a small
The
cult
Vatican.
leader, faith has been a prominent aspect of our species for thousands of years.
Huh?
We've
Yeah.
already looked at one religion in the SCP
Oh.
universe, the Church of the Broken God. But now we'll discuss their counterpart, the Sarkic cults.
We do have to do the Church of
Sarkicism
Broken
is
God.
another very large topic within
Okay.
the SCP universe, and this would be a very long video if I tried to cover it all. So let's just try and get a good idea
got
of
time.
what Sarkicism is
Hell yeah.
and why it has
Learning.
its followers. Sark means flesh in ancient Greek, which summarizes the overall belief system of the Sarkites, which is diametrically opposed to the Church of the Broken Gods theology based on technology. In fact, most Sarkites don't actually refer to themselves using the term Sarkic, as the term was an insult created by the Church of the Broken Gods' predecessors.
Okay.
That is not to overemphasize the Sarkites' opinion of the Church, as it is believed that while the Church views the Sarkites as a sort of biblical foe, the Sarkites seem to view the Church as simply another obstacle.
Oh.
The Sarkic cults are generally divided into two different factions that operate in vastly different ways, but follow mostly the same set of beliefs. The Proto-Sarkic cults are those found in small, isolated communities across Europe and Asia. These communities are usually poor, superstitious, technophobic, and generally hostile
Technophobic.
to any outsiders.
Yeah.
Neo-Sarkic cults, on the other hand, are found in much more urban environments and can be difficult to differentiate from other wealthy city dwellers. They are usually upper class, coming from affluent families, and with no apparent objections to technology and modern life. Both cults, however, believe that one of the main
Ew.
concepts
Oh.
of Sarkicism is that one can achieve apotheosis, that is, becoming a god.
Oh, I just noticed
Really?
the people on
It's
top.
generally accepted that Grand Karcist Eon,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did
founder
too.
and prophet of the Sarkic cults,
I don't
did
think it's gonna
become
fit,
a
mate.
god through some sort of interaction with the primordial
Shut
goddess, Yaldabaoth. Proto-Sarkites believe that in time, Eon will eventually provide them with godhood, and Neo-Sarkites believe that it must
That's
be
interesting.
obtained through willpower, and they must one day usurp Eon.
Okay, so they really
Okay.
just want to become gods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They will get to it.
Yeah. So one believes that if they, they will themselves to becoming a
Yeah.
god, and the other one
Yeah.
likes to believe that they will be picked to turn into a god.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is kind of weird. Interesting.
That is weird.
I personally haven't heard
Yeah.
anything like this before.
It's weird.
most SCP stuff is weird out of this
Weird.
world, but I do like it.
Oh
though.
no, it's completely normal.
Yeah, but so this means that we do have to do the Church of the Broken God too. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
it is in reference. So I think
Yeah.
the next video we do might be on a Church of the Broken God, the beginning, just so we have a contrast and it go one by one, So yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it.
This will to power concept is prevalent in Neo-Sarkites, and a common proverb says to do as you will to whom you will, as desire is the measure of all things.
No, okay.
Both cults believe in the idea of sacrifice, but here they differ greatly,
Of course.
as Proto-Sarkites believe in the sacrifice of oneself for the benefit of the many, and Neo-Sarkites instead believe in the sacrifice of the many for the benefit of oneself.
Oh no.
Okay, wait.
Interesting.
Right.
Oh!
Oh no.
Hello.
What a
Lovely picture to stop on.
That's
Well,
not. In fact, you should continue and then stop.
Fine.
Anyway, belief in cycles of destruction and regeneration is paramount to the Sarkic faith. Both cults often practice ritual cannibalism, human sacrifice,
Oh!
the worship and spread of contagions, and bodily augmentation.
Oh, let's go.
Grand Carson
All right.
All right, now we can talk about it.
Jeez, cannibalism as well. They both believe in it.
Cannibalism, and the just obviously every cult has to have some a little dab of sacrifice in it.
Well, not every cult, but yeah, I get you.
A majority of them have sacrifice in it, be it animal sacrifice or human sacrifice.
Yeah.
So,
Buddy.
what's up?
Do you want to be our sacrifice?
Yeah, by all means, big dog. If it's for the greater good of everybody, but go ahead, sacrifice me.
Okay, Brennan, I need you to go get some firewood and a rope.
Why
Already on it.
you effing rope?
Already on it.
Cause it's kinky.
Okay, bros.
Okay, man. Well, anywho, stupid. I like the fact that one faction is like sacrifice. Let's say if I sacrifice myself, everybody else will get
Yeah.
a blessing.
Yeah.
While the other one's is like F everybody. I'm doing it for myself. I want to achieve godhood
yeah.
myself. F you.
Yeah.
Everybody dies.
Yeah. There's that.
I would not want to be part of that one.
No, I
There's the
wouldn't either.
selfless and the selfish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
All right, let's continue.
Eon founded the Sarkic cults nearly 4,000 years ago, somewhere in western Siberia. The
Siberia.
Sarkic timeline is muddy, even their recent history, but it's believed that Eon was born to a Davite mother and a slave father, as the Davites referred to him as a half-breed. Eon was a slave for much of his youth in the city-state of Adatum, possibly serving under an alchemist or priestess, until he led a slave revolt against the Davites. During this time, Eon demonstrated great power over organic flesh, both his own and others. Examples of this include transforming his hand into some sort of wolf jaw, capable of ripping through a metal jail
God.
cell,
What?
That's
forcing others
interesting.
to act against their will, such as causing men to throw themselves on their spears, and
What?
could also gift these powers and other physical augmentations onto his followers. During
That's
this
crazy.
revolt, Eon was aided by 4 disciples, known as the Clavigar in the Sarkic faith, who would go on to be essentially saints. It's unclear how exactly Eon gained his abilities, but it somehow involves Yaldabaoth, a god or goddess believed by the Sarkites to be responsible for creating the universe, possibly through the process of giving birth to other gods, and then devouring them and exhaling the remains.
Well, that
Okay.
sounds like Kronos.
Neo-Sarkites revere this god, but Proto-Sarkites seem to regard it as the enemy of all living things.
Okay. Once again, I like the two sides of it.
Yeah.
Like, one side likes it, the other side fucking hates it, but they're ultimately in the same faction, right? And it's kind of wild how the guy changes his body parts and causes his enemies.
It is cool.
He causes the enemies just to do things. They just all died by just
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at them.
And to be able to pass down his gifts to everyone else.
Yeah, to his
Yeah.
followers. Damn, that's kind of crazy though.
That's neat.
Yeah, man
honestly.
turned his hand into an effing wolf, bit through iron bars, makes the enemies just end themselves,
Yeah.
and then now everybody else is gonna have the same type powers.
Yep.
Damn.
Pretty much. And the goddess that they were goddess that they were talking about almost reminds me of Kronos, because of the creating gods, birthing them and then eating them and exhaling them. It just sounds similar.
Oh yeah.
It does, yeah. You're right.
Oh yeah, very much so. Let's continue.
Yaldabaoth is also joined by 6 other
Yaldabaoth.
entities,
Yaldabaoth.
known as
Starts with a
Archons,
J.
which are described as manifestations of primordial chaos. It's said that Eon endured 6 trials given by the Archons, which allowed him to break free from the bondage of mortal limitations. In one text, Eon claims to have murdered Death herself and read the entrails of the Creator. Regardless of how Eon managed to become godlike, his slave revolt conquered the Davites, forcing them to recede, and the Sarkites built a number of cities, largely composed of organic material.
Organic.
The Sarkic civilization experienced its golden age and spread across Eurasia, with their capital being the converted kingdom of Atatum. Their civilization eventually spread into the Mediterranean, establishing a foothold here and colonizing the various islands. It was here where they would encounter the real resistance, however, as the Mechanites, the precursors to the Church of the Broken God,
Sounds pretty cool.
would rise up against them alongside other civilizations.
Are they like robot
This
knights?
massive war involved anomalous technology,
That is a cool image.
huge colossi,
That's crazy.
monstrous abominations,
Ew.
Colossi.
20 to 30 million casualties. The war ended
20
with really no winners.
to 30
as the
million?
Sarkic Empire
Yeah, 20, 30
Casualties?
Yeah, casualties in that war.
What in the
That's a
world?
massive ass war.
That's so many.
I would
Yeah.
imagine with these type of characters on a battlefield,
Yep.
people would be decimated so quick. And then we don't know about the Church of the Broken Gods or the Mechanites forces because we gotta watch it.
Well, damn.
Okay.
But I would imagine that both sides have pretty wild stuff. If one side has this,
Oh yeah, I know.
so it might be a pretty brutal
man.
war.
Are the wings made out of screaming faces?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
just saw that.
That is people's face. That is flesh. I imagine this
Screaming.
entire thing's made of flesh from everybody that it just
And
consumes.
bone. Oh yeah, I see a bunch of skulls on him and everything.
Yeah. Damn,
Yeah.
just a bunch of different bones taken from a bunch of different creatures made into this one abomination.
leading to a division in culture and theology. The Mechanites dwindled and eventually became the Church of the Broken God.
Okay.
Devastation
Okay.
led
Okay.
to the collapse of the
Okay. So Mechanites
Okay.
crumbled, turned into
Uh-huh.
the Church of the Broken God.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We know that now. Mechanites turn into that. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
we learning. Sorry for all the
Yes.
pauses, but we learning.
We learn.
Let's continue.
Age. Sarkicism would continue to live on in small communities throughout Eurasia, and their belief systems would slowly differ. At this point, it's completely unknown what happened to Grand Karcist Eon, and the Foundation is currently not even sure if he ever existed at all. Eventually, certain Sarkites would become intertwined with some noble courts, acting as advisors or court magicians, teaching the lords and ladies about alchemy, astrology, and the occult, while spreading belief in Sarkicism. These courts would become Sarkic great houses, practitioners of Neo-Sarkicism that follow their own interpretation of the religion. Both Proto-Sarkites and Neo-Sarkites would maintain their numbers through generations of inbreeding, avoiding
Oh,
genetic
wow.
defects through Sarkic rituals.
Good old fashioned
Sarkites have
impression.
shown vastly lower mortality rates compared to normal populations. Both groups also adhere to a strong belief in secrecy, whether through mistrust or necessity, and so Sarkicism is largely unknown to the wide world. So, most Sarkites present a dangerous threat to the current world order, as the Foundation considers their speculated goals to be fairly apocalyptic in nature, although not all Sarkites are dangerous, such as SCP-2815, a village of inbreds that give out human flesh disguised as fruit
It's a village.
that for some reason
Yeah.
is safe to eat. They also donate organs and blood grown from a tree to local hospitals.
What?
That's interesting.
Sadly,
Well,
however,
that's
these
lovely.
benign examples
Well-
are few and far.
What else?
That's
What else
something.
would you do with that?
That's so
Right.
nice of them.
So flesh and blood disguised as fruit,
Yeah.
and what was it?
They'll donate the organs or hearts that
Yeah,
come
yeah.
off of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Right,
sounds like
but
a lovely.
also, so it's a whole village of inbreds. That
Yeah.
this whole city, the whole village is the SCP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just it's interesting, really,
Yeah.
because they didn't it say like they don't know much difference when they eat the fruit.
Yeah,
The flesh.
yeah, he was disguised.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Gotta cook the
what
food.
question is
What
would
was the
happen?
purpose? I don't know.
Yeah, what would happen to you if you eat it? Yeah, like, would you like
Yeah.
mind control, or like you just die and they use your flesh and recycle
I
it?
like to hope it's just nothing. It's just there
Hey,
for fun.
Yeah, here's
You
some fruit. That's
you just
flesh.
you just eat it and then we're like, tastes like chicken.
Congratulations, you're now a
That's
cannibal.
crazy.
What's gonna happen to you now? You carry on with your day without ever knowing.
Shit.
You know. Damn. All right, let's continue.
Far between, and we're left mostly with highly anomalous and dangerous entities.
Gross.
I would be doing many of these SCPs a disservice by only quickly summarizing them here instead of giving them their own videos, but I'll provide a few examples. SCP-2480 is one of the more notable ones, a dimensional anomaly located in a town in Massachusetts. The anomaly is causing Sarkite monstrosities to bleed into our reality, either from another dimension or another timeline.
Ooh.
The GOC and the Foundation are currently working together to contain the situation, but this is connected with another SCP located in Romania, SCP-2191. Here, a massive entity spread across hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of tunnels, believed to be a concubine of Grand Karcist Eon. This entity is fed liquefied human remains provided to it by a species of mutated vampiric humans. It's also appeased by locals who provide human sacrifices to minimize seismic activity.
Local
SCP-2133
vampiric
is a
humans.
proto-Sarkic commune in Russia, whose inhabitants are reincarnated whenever they die,
What?
possessing all
Really?
of their past memories and appearance.
Oh,
They
okay.
deposit their turnip harvests and any gangrenous limbs or tumorous growths in the church every evening, and the village is also filled with dark red tentacles that attack any outsiders entering the church.
What?
Okay.
Oh, wait.
This only gets more and more wild.
Yeah. So I'll do this a disservice. Go to every single one. One's tamer. Next one's the worst. Next one's worse. Another one has the stupid tentacle security guards that kill everybody that comes near them.
Local security guard.
What's crazy is that whenever they die, they get reincarnated. How would it be if everyone just lived for generations? Would it be too much, or would they forget over time?
Forget what?
Their memories.
Like-
Yes.
Like a person's brain and memories is very finite. It can't really hold all that information.
Yeah.
Do you think they would, over time, they would forget their earliest memories?
They
Or
probably,
their first
they probably just forget
memories?
most of the irrelevant memories. Let's be real. Like naturally happens. They retain the most important ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, their memory's not gonna increase unless once again they are a part of a like magical cult. Who knows? They might be able to keep all their memories because they could.
Oh, that's...
They could morph their bodies in any ways they want, and they're also getting reborn. So I wouldn't doubt it that they keep all their memories.
I wonder if that's torture, because in a way that means you don't die, really.
They like it, so
Oh my god.
you know. Let's finish this up.
Beneath the church is an expansive series of tunnels and caverns, where there seems to be thousands of entities growing in eggs, as well as a temple devoted to a Karcist. There is possibly a strong connection between SCP-2133 and SCP-610, the flesh that hates.
The
I've
flesh that
already made a video
hates?
covering 610, which Sarkites refer to as the Red Death, and it's believed that this is the Sarkites' ultimate weapon in reshaping the world. Massive Sarkic organisms containing human
Ugh.
DNA are believed to have battled the captured Colossus, SCP-2406.
Yo man, is he
during
fine?
the
Is he
war between
okay?
the Sarkites and the Mechanites. Another large organism was used as a Sarkic temple in their Golden Age, SCP-2095, but eventually was conquered during the war and died. SCP-2075 is a
old man.
Karcist that was captured
old
by
man.
the Foundation, but easily broke containment when it revealed that they had only captured one small aspect of itself, along with two of the security personnel assigned to the SCP. The doctor in charge was stabbed with an anomalous dagger, which seemed to transform him into a large amorphous mass of flesh and bone,
Toe.
which proceeded to kill 56 personnel before dying.
God.
Oh, wow.
Finally, there is SCP-2510, an important
is that?
anomaly related to both the Church of the Broken God and the Sarkic cults. 2510 is a larger machine, and part of it has been made into a trans-dimensional gateway.
Oh.
The first people reported to have gone through the gateway, in 1940, were said to have found a machine city. The gateway destination
Really?
can be controlled, and the Foundation sent a team to multiple dimensions, all
Oh
variations
my God.
of Earth. There's too much here to really go into detail, but to summarize, these dimensions were each one where the war between the Sarkic cults and the rest of humanity came to a climax. In one of them, parts of the Broken God were fashioned into an unimaginable weapon that wiped out every trace of life from the planet.
Damn.
Rip.
In others, the Sarkic forces went out, and Yaldabaoth broke free from its cage, driving the world to a horrific apocalypse.
Gross.
In another reality, however, humanity
Ooh.
banded together
Hello.
and achieved a technological singularity, uniting to defeat the Sarkites.
That's pretty.
The lesson to be learned from this anomaly is that if humanity doesn't work together and embrace the Church of the Broken God's ideology, the Sarkic cults will win. Since there's really no canon, however, this is just one perspective. So, this should have provided a good jumping off point to continue learning about Sarkicism as it's continually expanded. In the majority of cases, it's very easy to look at the Sarkic cults as nothing more than threats to humanity, and that seems to be the general consensus for most of the community. While some might boil down the conflict between the Broken God Church and the Sarkites to just good versus evil,
Yeah, I can
good
see that.
fiction is rarely as simple as that. Regardless, Sarkicism and its anomalies are a very interesting blend of religion, folklore, occultism, and body horror.
Is his face
Body
looking
horror.
back?
Let's go, body horror. Oh. Doesn't read?
Okay,
Oh.
I'll read it.
Brandon, yo, narrator.
yes,
The
thank
narrator.
you. And to his flock, Eon thus spoke, I have stepped beyond the flow of dreams, stood before the old ones within their own desolate domain. I have endured this intolerable force across countless eons. I have seen the infinite dead worlds, murdered death herself. I have read the entrails of our Creator, beheld eternity unfurled. Know that our paradise draws near, and with our own flesh shall we birth it.
Let's go.
Okay. Wow.
Well then.
Okay, that's okay.
That was interesting, honestly.
Yeah,
That was interesting. I will say though that I'd like to know more about it.
Yeah.
Because some of it, in my opinion, was a little hard to follow. I got what I could get though. But he already from the very beginning said that this could take more hours, so he basically gave us the little
The
gist
gist.
of it.
Yeah, he has more videos on
which
it
was good.
too.
Okay, definitely. I'll definitely, honestly, if we don't get to it, I'll definitely, maybe on my own, try and figure out more about it. If we don't get into it, we probably will. Because
Yeah.
we're also going to learn about the Church of
The Broken God, Church of
of
the Broken God. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll do that soon. Because it's interesting to me. This is really cool. I
This-
love lore, and I
yeah.
love things like this.
There's just so much that, in general, that we are learning at currently,
Yeah,
right now. You know, we're learning about Warhammer, all the SCP stuff,
there's a lot.
but
Yeah,
let's
there's a
even
lot.
the Elder Ring stuff. There's so much. So, you know, we'll try our best to learn all of these
Yes,
at a
yes.
good
Please
pace.
bear with us.
Yeah, the good pace. We have very limited time, and we try to do the most for us, for y'all.
Well, with that, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. Maybe comment. Are you okay?
I'm dying.
Okay, well, maybe comment and subscribe. Let us know down below what else you'd like for us to check
Ooh.
out. We'll definitely get to it. To that, we have been Cranky Films. And remember, stay cranky.